EastEnders fans are in for some emotional scenes as the show cast film a funeral for a much-loved young resident. The soap is tackling knife crime in a hard-hitting new plot that will see Keegan Baker and Shakil Kazemi stabbed by a gang. Keegan will survive, but a funeral is being held for Shakil, whose death will have a devastating impact on the whole of the community, which is rocked by the violent tragedy on their doorstep. Cast members were out in force for the location scenes, and in attendance were Dawood Gadami, who plays Shakil's brother Kush Kazemi, and Zach Morris, who plays Keegan. Also spotted were Jesse Wallace, Kat Moon, Adam Woodiett, Ian Beale, Tilly Keeper, Louise Mitchell, Dean Gaffney, Robbie Jackson, Gillian Tailforth, Kathy Beale, and Tamika Empson, Kim Fox Hubbard, among others. The scenes will be some of the most heartbreaking in the show's history as the kind-hearted youngster is snatched away from his family and friends. This story comes as violent crime in London continues to be a huge concern, with incidents in the capital rising. Former cast member Brooke Kingsala MBE, whose 16-year-old brother Ben was stabbed and killed, is supporting the show's representation of the storyline. Discussing the storyline, show boss John York said, "The brutal reality of knife crime was brought home to everyone at EastEnders with the tragic murder of Ben Kinsella in 2008. Ben's sister Brooke, who has been such an important part of the show, began an inspiring campaign to bring attention to the awful consequences, a campaign that continues to this day. However, knife crime is as prevalent today as it was back then, so it's more important than ever to raise awareness of the nature of this terrible crime, and how horrendous it is for teenagers, their families, and communities." EastEnders has a long tradition of tackling serious public issues, and this is one of the most important the show has ever embarked on. The episodes are powerful, heartbreaking and dramatic, and we hope will help both carry on Brooke's inspiring message, while making it clear that knife crime destroys the lives of everyone it touches. Brooke added, "It is now 10 years since we lost Ben to this horrific crime, and it is impossible to put into words how Ben's murder has affected my family. The pain of Ben's loss will never go away. There isn't a day that goes by that we don't think about him and miss him. I commend the EastEnders team for choosing this storyline to portray the realities of knife crime. With knife crime on the increase, it is vitally important that we help people understand its lasting impact. Carrying a knife won't protect you, it won't give you status. Harming or stabbing someone isn't a trivial act. It simply destroys lives forever. We need to do more to help people understand this, especially young people. That's why my family and I set up the Ben Kinsella Trust to help educate young people away from knife crime. I believe that this storyline will bring home the realities of knife crime to a wider audience and show how it damages the lives of victims, offenders, their families and friends forever." Kat arrives at the funeral. Jesse Wallace on location. Jesse Wallace on location. Jean and Kat look at the coffin. Jean and Kat look at the coffin. Young characters Tiffany, Keegan and Jay join Kush. Young characters Tiffany, Keegan and Jay join Kush. The Taylor clan comprised of Karen, Bernie and Keanu. The Taylor clan comprised of Karen, Bernie and Keanu. Kim arrives at the funeral. Jesse Wallace heads for filming. Dawood Gadami plays Kush. Gillian Wright plays Jean. Tamika Empson as Kim and Nitin Ganatra as Masood. Kush steps out of the car. Jean and Kat pay their respects. Shakil was stabbed in a knife crime attack. Kush says goodbye to Shakil. Maryam Ahmed joins mourners. Gillian Tailforth as Kathy. The storyline will commence in coming weeks. You can find information on the Ben Kinsella Trust by following this link to the website. More 25 soap spoilers: Coronation Street 8 and Twist, Emmerdale Cliff Fall 3, EastEnders returns and Hollyoaks death. Fear more EastEnders spoilers: Jack Branning and Mellow and Get Passionate.